My earliest RTS memory is probably playing Dune at my friend Matt's house. I did not have a PC at home, but he did, and when he would eat dinner with his family, I would play Dune in the other room because nobody else was using the computer.
I would play the narrative campaigns for Warcraft and StarCraft 2, and I would play through the narrative campaign on the easiest mode and be like, this is great, I'm getting a sense of the story. And then I'd try multiplayer, and I got Zerg rushed instantly, and I died. And I was just like,
Oh, the first time I heard about RTS, that has to be from my sons. Two very young diehard RTS players who used to come downstairs from their attic, sit on the end of my bed, and make me memorize the names and the factions for each of the StarCraft players.
We used to play Warcraft 2 after hours when I was consulting with Activision way back when, like every day. And just that, the bloodlusted ogre sound. Every time I hear that sound, it's just like brings back those memories.
I just love being annoying with all of my units. It's my favorite thing in every game. I'm a huge fan of every cheese strategy in every RTS game. That's all I like to play, and it's what I prefer to watch.
I'm so horrible at PvP. All of our internal tournaments and everything, I've just been like, okay, just beat me into the ground. Do it fast, make it quick.
During a playtest, I will typically load into the game, build as fast and as rapidly as I can, and then inexplicably lose to the sea of units that has somehow been built more fast than me, and then GG out of there.
I spent most of my time playing custom games, UMSs and big game hunters, fastest map possible.
I was really a campaign player for StarCraft 2. I played each of the games that came out. I just love to play campaign, and so I'm really looking forward to that for Stormgate as well.
I am a huge nerd. I love logistics, optimization, supply chain management, and I actually went to school for all those things. So I love thinking about the lines at Disney, how Costco gets all its shipments from everywhere around the world.
When I was playing SimCity back in the day, I used to invoke natural disasters and cause problems in my city so that there were things to fix. So RTS is kind of that perfect synthesis of macro and micro problem solving that's not just about building.
Well, we're fans. We all joined this company because we had a passion for real-time strategy.
The team that we work with is super fun. They speak RTS every day. It's like a second language now. It's just fun to be able to go in and talk passion almost immediately without skipping a beat from day to day.
There is not a team out there like Frost Giant Studios. I call us the Avengers of RTS development. I mean, these are people who helped create that distinctive feel that makes the Blizzard-style RTS feel so unique and so much more responsive than anything else out there. They finally are unshackled. This is their opportunity to build that next great RTS, and I'm here for it.
I think the most exciting part of coming to work on a team like Frost Giant and working on an IP like Stormgate is building something new. You can see eyes light up every time we put a new unit in the game, or even just new models come online and everything else like that. It's amazing what we've done in the last 9 months. We've really hit our stride.
The team is moving at high velocity right now. We've built this team, and it was just a few years ago that our first meetings were in my yard.
I had some very fond memories of the pandemic, of sitting in Jesse's backyard, whiteboarding out the game, the first 8 employees, dreaming big of what this game could be.
When you build a team, it takes some time to learn the technology and to build trust and everything like that. And so we're at that point now where we can all trust each other and we work very quickly.
There are several people in the office that actually worked a lot to get this in because they just wanted it personally themselves. So in this case, the sentry posts that are coming online, they're almost like a pillbox setup. If you think a little bit of CNC, you put somebody inside the actual setup of the tower, and then from there it changes its main weaponry and how it's being used for utility on the battlefield. That came in with a lot of love. Wasn't on the schedule. It's just like, we want this. We all know about tower rushes in our game right now. How can we not have this, right? And so it came in and everybody loves it. The art looks beautiful. The VFX and the animations are just perfect and spot on. The utility of what it does, I can't wait for the players to have that in action. And I'm looking at you, Fear Dragon, looking at you to see what you do with that madness.
There are just so many little things that can't wait to share with the community about regarding evolutions in cooperative play. One of our talented engineers has created a ping system that is just frankly blowing my mind in terms of like, there's nothing like this has ever existed in an RTS before.
We really want to make this the RTS that you want to play with your friends. You want to have a great time with people of different skill levels. And you don't need to be trying in hardcore mode all the time. You can just go and have a good time. And that's what's fun. And that's what I think Stormgate can bring that a lot of RTSs are currently missing.
There's just this really fun atmosphere of sharing ideas. You know, the other day, you know, I recommended a UI feature that I saw in playtesting. I mean, that is something that's super cool at working at a studio of this size as compared to a larger game studio.
So a lot of the studio has experience from some of the big game developers, these global big corporations, and that has a lot of value to us, and certainly in terms of the quality of the games we want to make. But now we're here, you know, and there's not that many of us, and we're just working hard and trying to get a great game made.
One of my first jobs when I got here as a principal engineer was taking the recycling out. We are all 50 feet away from the CEO's desk, and we truly are a small company doing the best that we can to make something great.
Games today, it's not just launching the box and people go to the store and buy it. I mean, there's the whole live services aspect, and so everything that the community brings, you know, in terms of the esports scene or the modding scene, the maps they bring to the game, it's just more important than ever.
Real-time strategy was really built and made by the community. Blizzard made an amazing game with Brood War, with StarCraft, with Warcraft, but you saw the community from an early stage step forward and really take those games and, you know, create something new out of them. So here we very much honor that tradition.
I've got to say that Frost Giant is the most mission-driven place that I've ever worked. The team that came together is so passionate about building the next great PC real-time strategy game. And I believe that that will translate into creating one of the best projects, one of the best player experiences that I've ever worked on. We've still got a lot of work ahead, but I'm just so excited for what each of the members of this team brings to what we're building.